Hello everybody and welcome to a new video and welcome to my channel where we talk about everything music from death metal to Queen and everything in between. Did you guys miss me? Yeah, sure you did. As some of you may know, I was actually away for about 2 weeks because it was my birthday, so I took some time off to go visit some family and friends, and I drove about 800 miles there and back. So yeah, and I actually had some pre-recorded videos and I was actually supposed to upload some more, but I didn't really have the time to because I was having so much fun. So yeah, my birthday jam is still on. It'll just take me a little while to upload it, but we'll get there, don't worry about it. Anyway, so a couple of days back, I was actually watching my friend Ralph's YouTube channel, which is called Almost Human, and he was doing this thing, which he always does, which I love, which is a track-by-track album comparison between two albums that he really enjoys. And on this one, he actually featured Will Carroll from the band Death Angel. I'll link to that video on the description down below. And they pitted against each other these two damn near perfect heavy metal albums from one of my favorite metal bands ever. Easily top 5 heavy metal bands of all time, Judas Priest. And the two albums they pitted against each other were the very classic Screaming for Vengeance from 1982 and of course Defenders of the Faith from 1984. Now I'm really bummed about the fact that I have this one on vinyl and this one on CD. I should really have them both on CD and vinyl because I love them so much, but they're not really easy to come through and I don't really want to order them online. I love the feeling of just going into the record store and browsing around and finding some treasures there. So anyway, both of them great records. I love them very much. So this one is going to be really hard. And both of them have really iconic album covers by Doug Johnson, which are awesome. You know, the eagle on the Hellion and the Metallion, they're very, very iconic heavy metal album covers. So yeah, they are masterpieces if you ask me. So yeah, there could be only one. So let's get going. Now on both original versions of the albums, they have 10 songs each, but I'm actually going to do 9 against 9 because I'm going to pair the Hellion and Electric Eye on Screaming for Vengeance together, and I'm going to pair together Heavy Duty with Defenders of the Faith on the Defenders album. Okay, so let's get started. This is going to be awesome. Okay, so first off, we have the Hellion / Electric Eye against Free Will Burning. Now, awesome songs. I love Free Will Burning, and I love that video. It's so much fun, and I used to play that game all the time when I was a little boy. So yeah, I love that song and the solo on it, it's amazing. But I cannot choose a song over the Hellion / Electric Eye. The Hellion is one of the most epic heavy metal album intros of all time, period. Amazing track. And of course, Electric Eye is pretty awesome too. So that one's going to Screaming for Vengeance. Number 2, we have Riding on the Wind against Jawbreaker. And man, I love Riding on the Wind. Again, a great song, but you just can't stop Jawbreaker. That scream at the end where he goes, Jawbreaker! That's awesome. I mean, if you're listening to that for the first time ever and you don't get goosebumps, you're not metal. So that's a tie, 1-1. Okay, for number 3, we have Bloodstone against Rock Hard, Ride Free. And that's, again, a really hard choice to make. But I'm going to go with Rock Hard, Ride Free. It just gets me pumped a little bit more. Number 4, Take These Chains against The Sentinel. And I hate to vote against Take These Chains because I really like that song. But The Sentinel, dude. Oh my god. That intro riff, the solo, the epicness of the song. This one's going to The Sentinel. So that's 3-1 right there. Defenders taking the lead. Okay, for number 5, we have Pain and Pleasure against Love Bites. Now, these two songs I'm not a huge fan of. But Gunpoint, I'm going to go with Love Bites. So that's another one for Defenders of the Faith. Wow. I mean, honestly, I do like Defenders better than Screaming for Vengeance, but I didn't think it was going to be a landslide. Okay, so for number 6, we have the title track for Screaming for Vengeance going against Eat Me Alive. Now, Eat Me Alive is a really cool song, and I really get pumped with it, but Screaming for Vengeance is awesome. Gotta go with Screaming on this one. So finally, Screaming for Vengeance gets another point. So that's 2 for that album. Okay, so for number 7, we have You've Got Another Thing Coming going against Some Heads Are Gonna Roll. And again, not a big, huge fan of either song. I know a lot of you guys love You've Got Another Thing Coming, and I get where you're coming from, but it just doesn't do it for me. So I'm going to surprisingly choose Some Heads Are Gonna Roll. Okay, next up, we have Fever going against Night Comes Down. And that's a really hard one for me to choose. I really like them both, actually. Oof, this is probably the toughest one to choose. I'm gonna go with Night Comes Down. But no, yes, Night Comes Down. Night Comes Down. That's final answer. And at the very last song of the album, song number 9, we have Devil's Child, or song number 10 rather, going against Heavy Duty, Defenders of the Faith. And I gotta tell you, a lot of people love Heavy Duty, Defenders of the Faith. I just don't see why. I don't get it. I mean, it's okay, I guess, but it just sounds like filler to me. And it's like a long, boring outro. I mean, it just doesn't do it for me. Now, on the other hand, Devil's Child is awesome. I love that song. So that's a no-brainer. That goes to Screaming for Vengeance. So yeah, both amazing albums. I love them both very much. But when push comes to shove, I really, really like Defenders of the Faith a lot more. 6-3 more. So anyway, guys, let me know what songs you like better in the comment section down below. Don't forget to drop me a like. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel like a man if you haven't yet. And of course, if you enjoy the content, please consider becoming a member of the channel. A little goes a long way, and we surely do appreciate it. Just hit that join button down there. I'll see you guys next time. Pat out and metal on, dudes.